section of SQL Relational Database Standard. In today's session, I'll be taking up with the discussions on the types of functions. Like we already now are familiar with aggregate functions, and in today's session, let me explain about the numeric functions. Okay, well, numeric functions, you all are familiar with the mathematical functions like absolute or the power functions. I hope you have come across this in mathematical functions discussed in your C or C++ programming, right? Yes. How we can also apply those numerical functions in SQL. That is a discussion today. So we have few numerical functions, ready available functions like absolute, power, square root, many more. Okay, related to exponent values. Let us check out one by one. Observe the working of ABS. This is a keyword. The function actually in SQL is recognized with which term? ABS, meaning absolute. Returns the absolute value of n. What is the meaning of absolute value? For example, if it is a n as a negative value. So if you don't want to consider the minus symbol, minus uh, what sign over there, if you want to neglect the minus sign, then we can go for which type of function? ABS. Okay, so syntax is what? Simply ABS within parenthesis for which numeric you want to find, you want to get the absolute value. That is the thing. Just check out the example. Whichever the functions, it could be aggregate, numeric, or any string functions or any date functions, we are going to get the data for those functions with the help of select operation itself. So the very first uh, keyword what we find in the query is what? Select. Okay, so select. What is a numeric function we are using? ABS. So in place of n, in the syntax you are finding n. So as we are discussing numeric function, the input should be what? The numeric value. So 15 minus 15 is the input. This is what the numeric value we are passing. Select ABS minus 15 is the input. That is n value is minus 15 we are using in this query. Then as you all know that within double quotes what we are specifying, the column name that has to be displayed while viewing the output. What is that? Absolute, right? Yes. So select absolute of which numeric value? Minus 15. From which table? From dual. Just check out the importance of dual here, students. In the very introduction class of the computations of data on a table, I had told you dual is what? It is a dummy table in Oracle, as dual is found in which one? The data dictionary of the SQL, right? So it is not essential that we have to create a table, we have to store some data in a which table? Dual table. Okay, so to get to perform such simple operations, like if you want to perform some numerical function specially, then without any table help, with the help of some default table or dummy table dual, you can get the output for these numeric functions. Okay, so select ABS or absolute value of minus 15 from which table? From dual. Okay, because in SQL everything is retrieved with the help of a table only. Okay, with the from the table content itself. So it is essential. So that is why this dummy table is what of created in the which one? Data dictionary. Okay, so observe the output now. The column heading is what? Within double quotes what we have mentioned? Absolute. Then below to that you are having what? The absolute of minus 15. As I had told you all, if you want to neglect the symbol negative sign, then you are going for which function? ABS. So see the output. It has simply given the number without any sign, negative sign. So it considers it to be positive number. Next numeric function is power. Returns m raised to the nth power n must be an integer, else an error is returned. So you all know, if you want to calculate the output or result for a nth power, like 2 square, 3 square, 3 to the power of 5, 4 to the power of 10, 4 to the power of 12, like that. So power function is used for such purpose. M is raised to the nth power. So 2 to the power of 3. So M is what, 2 here, to the power of what, 3 I told, right? So the power value is given by which uh, character, n. Okay, so n should be always an integer value. Okay, otherwise it is going to display the error. I hope you all know to classify the type of data, right? Integer, character, right? So n should be of which data type? Integer only. Check out the syntax here. The numeric function for power is what? Power, power, within parenthesis m comma n. So m should be a number, n should also be a number or integer. Okay, just check out the example here. Select power 3 comma 2. Okay, 3 comma 2 means what? 3 to the power of 2, right? Yes, 3 comma 2, from which table? From dual, and output column is what we have used, raised within the double quotes. So that will be shown as a column output. So what happens if we don't mention anything in the double quotes? Within double quotes, if we avoid using these labels within double quotes, what happens? No issues. Power 3 comma 2, what function you have written, that itself will be the column heading. Whatever the function you are showing here, power 3 comma 2, the same thing will be found in the as a column heading, and below to that output will be displayed. So select power 3 comma 2 from dual, that is also fine. So but you don't want to find the function information as a column heading. If you want to give a new name, then you can do that with the help of what? Including a name within double quotes. Okay, fine. Observe here, 3 square, 3 to the power of 2. M is 3, n value is 2. So it is right. Right? I hope you understood. The output is 9. Now the next numeric function is round. Round, I hope you all are familiar with. For example, if it is some integer with decimal values. Okay, so there are cases where we need to round off. For example, observe here in the example 15.19. If you don't want to have more than one digit after decimal point, if you want to round it off to some single number, one digit number, or some minimum digit, minimum places after decimal point, then we can do that with the help of round numeric function. So what is this? Returns n rounded to m places to the right of a decimal point. If m is omitted, n is rounded to 0 places. M can be negative to round off digits to the left of the decimal point. M must be an integer. So m can be negative to round off digits to the left of the decimal point. And always m should be an integer data type only. Understand here, students. For example, if I am having, let us take this example. Here the syntax round followed by n comma m. See, this optional one within the square bracket, it matters here. What is it? N is what? The actual number, the decimal number. Like for example here 15.19 is what the which uh, data that is held by n. Okay, now comma m, after comma what is the value I am finding? 1. They are telling 1 should be always a integer. M represents 1 here. It should be always an integer data type or integer type. And here it can take positive value as well as negative value. Minus sign also is possibility in this particular position. Okay, so what happens if it is plus or if it is minus here? So just check out here. Select round 15 comma 19, that is it is telling round off which number. 15.19 is a target number what they have given. It has to be rounded to how many places. The how many places after decimal point is being given by the value m, and the m value is 1. So 1 9, they are telling after decimal point 2 places are there, it should be rounded to only how much? 1. So you all know that the second digit, I mean, as it has to be rounded to one digit, the second digit has to be considered here. And 9 is a number which is greater than 5. 5 or greater than 5 means what? You can round off which number? The first number after the decimal point to what? You can increment the which one? The number after the decimal point. Because if the second digit is equal to 5 or more than 5, the value is more than 5, then you can increment the first digit after the decimal point. You can increment it. So 1 becomes how much? 2. So this is how we can round off. So as it is a numeric function, we are taking the help of which table? Dual. So select round. You have passed the parameters. You have given the column heading for the output from dual table. Output, just check, round is a column heading and it was 15.19, now it is 15.2. The output is how much? 15.2. So if it was something like 15.19 comma minus symbol was specified here, something minus 1 or something like that. See, m can be negative to round off digits to the left of the decimal point. So round off the digit means what? So minus 1, if it was 15.19, it would have round off to how much? 16, something like that. Okay. So that is a meaning. Suppose if it was 15.13 here, 15.13 comma 1. So we have to round off after decimal point 2 digit are there. So it has to be rounded off to how many places? Only one place. So we assumed that it was 15.13. 3 is what? Less than 5. So the first digit after the decimal point cannot be rounded. It will be remaining, cannot be incremented. It will be same. 15.1 will be the output. Okay. Now similarly the other numeric function is which one? The sqrt. What is sqrt? Square root. Returns the square root of n. So whatever the value we are passing, it will be outputting the square root of that value. So if this n is less than 0, it means what? Negative. Or if it is null, it returns a real result. Okay, so real result means what? With the decimal values. Okay. Then check out here. Syntax sqrtn. The example is select square root of 25. The column heading is chosen as square root and the dummy table from dual we have taken. So output will be square root of 25 is how much? Column heading is what we find within the double quotes here, and square root of 25, the value 5 is shown as an output. Okay. Then next is exp, exponent. Returns e raised to the nth power where e is equal to 2.718281883. Observe here students, exp is a numeric function. By default, what is the function or the formula of this? It is e raised to the nth power. E is default. E value is what we are finding. It is a default value. Okay, 2.7183 something. Nth power. Nth power means we are supposed to pass which value? N value. Okay, we are only supposed to pass n value, and whatever the n value we are passing, it will be the power value for which one? E. So 2.718281883 raised to the power of n. Whatever the value we pass to n, it will be this number's power. Okay, so syntax exp of n. Example, select exponential of 5. What is the n value? 5. So giving the column heading with exponent within double quotes, from which table, dual table. Check out the output. Column heading is exponent and it is raised to the power, right? Yes. So e raised to the power of 5, 2.7828183 raised to the power of 5, it is going to display the answer like this. Okay. Next is extract. So returns a value extracted from a date or an interval value. What is the functionality of extract is, it is going to display the information with respect to date. Like date, if you want some information related to year, month or day, and if you want to get the timestamp value with respect to the time zone data type, like hour, minute. Okay, so you can achieve that with the help of extract function. Example or syntax you can find out here, students. Extract within parenthesis, see these are all options. Okay, so extract, this much is the argument you are passing. See the open parenthesis, your close parenthesis, how many arguments you are finding. See here, it could be here the flower bracket is open and here it is closed. See, this much is one content. Here it could be month, day, hour, minute, second, time zone, hour, time zone, minute, region. Okay, this much is one part. Then from with respect to a given date, see date value or interval value. Okay, this is what the syntax. If it will be more convenient for you all if you just check out the example below. See, with the help of select operation, select, extract, we have used among this many, year, month, day, hour, minute, second, time zone, many are there, right? We are using only year. Okay, this means or any one of them. So extract year, then see the from clause here in the syntax. So from, we have chosen date value. We have not taken interval value here. So from date, see date is a keyword. Okay, then you should pass the value. Date value they have given. They have not simply shown date value. See here only year is a keyword. See extract year is a keyword, from date value. So you should pass some date. So from keyword, along with the keyword date, you are passing the date information. It should be present within single quotes 2004-07-02. So this is what the pattern you are finding. Okay, then close the which one the arguments for that you are passing to the extract function. Then the result column heading should be what, year. It is what you have put within the double quotes. Then extract, see comma, once again we are using extract month. See a month from clause, from system date. So system date means what, the current system date. Okay, then the column heading should be what, the month, from which table, dual. So do not worry students, here extract it is used how many times, two times. In the first part we are using extract year from date, from the given date. What is the column here, year, right? Observe here, year is a column name. Extract year from this date. So what is the year information here, 2004. See that is got. Then following to that, extract month from system date. So system date is what here shown, date, from date is given in this query 2004-7-02, right? So what is the month information here, 07. So 7 with the column heading month, 7 is displayed. Okay, so this is with the extract. It will be easy if you practice in the which one SQL queries applying these numerical functions. Okay, note down the syntax or the example. In the same way you can apply and check out. Okay, now Another one is greatest numeric function. It is understood. So in the given series of data, if you want to get the greatest one, returns the greatest value in a list of expression. Go with the syntax here. Greatest. So in the list of values, expression 1, expression 2, like this they have given. Observe expression, it is mentioned. So where expression 1, 2 like n are expressions that are evaluated by the greatest function. So these expressions will be verified by which function? Greatest function. So how it is? Just check out the example part. Select greatest. What are the expressions you are finding? Three values, 4, 5, 17. And what is the column heading we are choosing? NUM. Two times they are using. Put a comma. Again greatest. See here, the same 4, 5, 17. It is used, but it is being encoded with a single quotes, right? And what is the column heading they have given? Text from dual. So just observe students here, 4, 5, 17. It is not being what it is not shown within single quotes. It means what? These are integer values, 4, 5, 17, numerical values. Whereas here 4, 5, 17 are what? It is being encoded within single quote. So it is something like text values. Okay. So what is that text value? Just check out the output here. Greatest among 4, 5, 17 is what? 17. Whereas for the text, it has displayed which one? 5. So here the ASCII value of 5 is 53 and 4 is how much? 52. Okay, the ASCII value of 5 is 53, 4 is 52 and 17 is again less than these two numbers. So as 4, 5, 17 are encoded within single quotes, their ASCII code values, ASCII values are considered, and based on their ASCII values, 5 ASCII code is what? Greater than 4 or 17. So 5 is displayed here. Understood? Now the least, it returns the least value in a list of expression. So as we found with the greatest, least also have the same kind of syntax like least followed by expression 1, 2, comma 2, comma like that. Any number of list of expressions we can have expression n. So where AXPR 1, 2, n are expressions that are evaluated by the least function. So this function is going to evaluate these expressions. Which one is uh, least? Which one of them is the least value? Okay, the example is select least 4, 5, 17. So the column heading is what? Num. Here 2 times least is applied. So another time is what? Least followed by within single quotes 4, 5, 17. Here from the dual table. So first least function, that is still here, least 4, 5, 17. So we all know that among these three numbers the least function is going to evaluate 4 as a least number. So with the column heading num, see, just check out the output here. Num, the output is 4, and one more least function, least within single quotes, that is the ASCII values of these are taken. I told you just now that 17 is having the least ASCII value compared to 4 and 5. So 17 is having a lower ASCII value. So that is why with the column heading text, 17 is the least value with respect to this list of expression. Okay. Then, in the greatest and least function, if the data types of the expressions are different, all expressions will be converted to whatever is data type of the first expression in the list. So here the first one was integer. In this expression, the first number expression is considered or observed as a integer data type by the least function. So the remaining values or expressions will also be considered as an integer data type. Whereas here in this list of expression, the first expression is encoded within a single quote. So the least function is going to consider this as a which one character type. Okay, character type. So that is why as the first one is observed as character, the remaining expressions are also observed as what? The character type only. So that is the meaning here. All the expressions will be converted to whatever is data type of the first expression in the list. If the comparison is based on the character comparison, one character is considered greater than another if it has a higher character set value. So as I told you all, the ASCII values are considered for the character type of data or expressions. Okay, fine. Now the familiar one is what? The mod operator, mod numeric function. Mod returns the remainder, right? Yes. So in the division operation, mod is used to observe the result of which one? The remainder value, right? Returns the remainder of the first number divided by the second number passed a parameter. If the second number is 0, then the result is the same as the first number. So just check out here. Syntax, mod function, numeric function, and two values we have to pass, m comma n, because it is a division operation, right? So example, select mod m comma n. So 15 comma 7, 15 divided by 7 it is. So 7 2s are 14, 2 is quotient, so remainder is 1, right? Yes. So 17 comma 15 comma 7, what should be the output column heading? Mod 1, right? Yes, see, just check out the output mod 1. Yes, so I told you all 7 2s are 14, 15 minus 14, remainder is 1. So output is what? The mod value 1. One more mod is shown here along with the same select operation. Put a comma, then you can apply one more mod. Mod 15.7 comma 7. So this is a decimal value 7. So what happens? 7 2s are 14, remainder 1. So point if you take out 1.7, if you take 7 2s are 14, remainder 3, right? Yes. So here the output is wrong, student. So mod of 15.7 comma 7, I think it is the remainder will be 13, right? Yes, here this is wrong. Okay, so evaluate yourself. Then let us discuss now with the truncation numeric function. What is this? Returns a number truncated to a certain number of decimal places. So if you want to truncate after decimal point, if you want to truncate or remove certain number of places, digits of certain number of places, you can achieve that with the help of this function. The decimal place value must be an integer. If this parameter is omitted, the trunc function will truncate the number to 0 decimal places. So just check out the syntax here. Syntax, truncation, for which number you have to apply the truncation. You want to reduce the digits after the decimal point. That actual number you are specifying with the first parameter number, comma, how much has to be truncated. So decimal places. So that truncation information, truncate the to how much number of decimal places the actual number has to be truncated. It has to be specified with the help of a decimal places information. Just check out this example with the select operation. Select trunc. What is the actual number? 125.815. This is a actual number given. Okay, comma, decimal places. What is how much it has to be truncated? One place, right? Observe here, students. Select trunc 125.815, comma 1. So after decimal point, only one decimal place has to be considered. Remaining part has to be truncated. If it is a positive number given, 1 is a positive digit or integer value here, right? So 125.81815 means 5 will be removed. After decimal point towards the right side only one position is considered. Remaining numbers are truncated. Just check out here 125.8. Okay, so this is with what the given number and the decimal place value, that is positive integer 1. Suppose, see the second part, 125.815 comma minus 2. Minus 2 is what? So after decimal point, like the if it is a negative integer given, then the truncation happens to the left of the decimal point. Okay, so here minus 2 means what? Towards the left. So towards the left means how many digits here? 5 and 2. These are two places. So this is one position, this is one position. So these two are considered to be as 0. So just check out here 0 0. Okay, truncation towards left. And suppose if it was minus 1. Okay, suppose if it was minus 1, then here the output will be only 10. Are you all understanding? So this is with the which one? The trunc particular numeric functions in SQL. Then you are familiar with floor and ceil function, right? I hope you have come across in the C programming. Returns the largest integer value that is equal to or less than a number. So floor numeric function followed by given number n. Example 24.8. Floor 24.8 returns the largest integer value that is equal to or less than a number. So normally after which one after decimal point, if it is 5 or greater than 5, we round off the number left of the decimal point to higher number. Like 24.8 means it is actually 25, we will be rounding off, right? Floor function you are using, so you are not what increasing the value of 24. Instead uh, the largest integer value in the given number will be returned. Okay, so what is that? 24.8, 24. It is neglecting this decimal points. After decimal point, whatever the values from 1 to 9, 9 are there, the possibilities, it will be neglecting it. And 24 is the largest integer value. So that will be returned. So here just check out the column heading is FLR1. So with this column heading, what will be the output return? 24. Okay, then one more you are finding floor 13.15. You are applying floor function to 13.15. Here two digits are found. So according to our rounding off in general, 13.15 means we can consider 13.2 also, right? 5 is either if the second digit is 5 or greater than 5, the previous digit can be rounded off or incremented to 1 extra. So 13.2 it will be. If you are applying floor function for a number in decimal number, and after decimal point, even though if it is having a what one decimal place or more than one decimal place, the least or the largest integer value will be considered to be as what? 13 only. So this is what with the floor function. Okay, so the syntax is floor followed by the n value, and these floor and ceil function are applied for decimal numbers, right? And any number of floor functions you can apply in a single select operation, and you can retrieve the answers for this with the help of from which table? Dual table. Okay, so here how many column headings we have given for this function? The FLR1 is a column heading. For the second function, FLR2 is a column heading. Okay, so the output for first floor function is 24 and the second floor function is 13. Let us observe the ceil function. So here it returns the smallest integer value that is greater than or equal to a number. So ceil followed by n. If it is 24.8, select ceil 24.8, then which is a smallest integer value that is greater than or equal to a number. How much round off we can do? 25, right? For this, Yes. So seal. Floor means down. Least. Seal means what? High, above. So you are rounding off to the largest value. Okay. Then comma. Seal 13.15. So here 13 point, it is how much? Either it is 13.1 or it is 13.3, 13.24, anything. It will be considered to be the next highest. So 14, 13.15 will be sealed to how much? Incremented, or the greater value is how much? 14 will be considered. Okay, irrespective of what? After decimal point, the place values could be from 1, 2, 3, 4 or till 9. The before or left of the decimal point, the integer part will be incremented to the highest value. Okay, so these are about the numerical functions in SQL. Well students, in our next discussion we shall take up some string functions. Okay, meet you all in the next session. Thank you.